Kenny Snow. This is No Holds Bar, episode 6, and my special guest today, and I must say, yeah, this is a very, very special guest. They're not just guests, they're family, yeah, they go beyond friends, yeah. And I'd like to welcome NSE and Easy Ryder to the scene right now.
What?
Thank you for you lot coming here. We did have a bit.
Thank you, man.
We did have a bit of this thought like last week we couldn't make it back. Sometimes that
that's my bad.
Yeah, that's all cool. I'm just going to apologise to Guy because he sometimes gets you up with me because he's like trying to organise these things. Ain't easy, you know.
Sincerely apologetic, man.
No, I don't be silly, man. Things happen.
I definitely take that one on the chin. That was my bad.
No, we're here now. How's your day been, boys? How's your day been?
Boy, my half has been really good for me.
Tell me what we've been doing. So what have the weekend been like? What have you been doing? It's been very hot this weekend, so when we look back, it's been 30s, isn't it?
It's been lovely, it's been nice tonight, just been chilling out, taking time out.
And yourself?
Mate, I think we waited so long for the good weather that it's actually just, we can enjoy it now.
I know,
do you know what I'm saying?
Know. But an Englishman, even I'm part Russian Irish, yeah, and growing up here, bro. As soon as I've got the fan out, sweating, I can't sleep, like buying aircon units, yeah. But you know what? Before we go any further, I have to welcome, and let's give her a round of applause when she comes up, because I'm actually going to film her walking in. Would you put our mascot Angel, and she's got a costume today that we're going to reveal right this second. Would you come in? Angel, give her a round of applause. Angel! Here she is. Here she is. How you doing, my lovely? Check the outfit out.
Where have we gone?
Yes, in reference to your question, man, it's been a good weekend. You know, I was out last night.
Were you working?
I was working. I did a booking in Brentwood.
Yeah, shout them out, man. We don't mind about shouting them out.
The venue's called Pink. Quite a new venue. Hospitality was brilliant. I was there for a female DJ. It was her birthday celebration. Her name's Lucy Crane. And I was the only host. So yeah, it was good. So I was there last night, and then obviously this I like to make a Sunday family day.
Tell us the thing I see the other day. Proud of you. Give him a round of applause with Mac 10. Give him a round of applause.
One extra.
One extra. Shout out him, Mac 10 down, and tell them what you did. So let them shout them out.
We did basically a 30-minute mix for DJ Target show on BBC Radio 1 Extra. With Mac, obviously, I've got to big up Mac. Give him the flowers because he called me and said like that he's been given a 30 minutes for Target show. Yeah, he wants me to host the mix. So I was like, yeah, sweet. So we went and did it, and obviously, the mix went out. And for me, obviously, it's always kind of like I always enjoy doing these like pre-recorded projects and that. Yeah, but I get a bit nervous sometimes. Yeah, because you're like, how is it gonna sound? Because everything you see when you do something live and when you record it, it's like it's two different energies, isn't it? Yeah. So for me,
you got to prep that, innit?
Yeah,
and prepping it sometimes hard because
and it's hard, right? To try and the key is to try and make it sound like it's live. Mm-hmm. So even when it's pre-recorded and you're listening to it, you can't actually tell that it's been pre-recorded. Yeah. It still sounds. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they're smart now.
So for me,
we do it with our thing now, innit? Because he'll get the audio, and when we're doing it on the other show, he'll put the audio over the audio with the microphone sometimes. You know
so for me, that it's always hard, trying to make sure that that project is like when they're listening to it, it don't sound like it's got that same energy as if it was live. Yeah. Does that make sense? Man, as long as I deliver that package, then obviously that makes me happy.
You happy with the outcome?
I was, and what made it even better was that Target rated it.
Good. And he's a big man. You roll deep, man. Then come on.
We got really good feedback off of it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Was it like a guest mix for how long? Was it?
Right, it was 30 minutes. Yeah. And obviously, what it is Target. He has these mixes. He's been doing it for a minute now. So and
this went out on 1 Extra, bang.
Yeah, on his show. And
wicked.
Obviously, bro, the thing for me, right, is what makes it more monumental for me is that it is Target show, and I feel like as if Target's show is the most listened to.
I think so.
And he's like a UK ambassador. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got his own program on the BBC. Do you know what I'm saying?
Spyro.
Yeah, Spyro. Big up Spyro
as well. I would say going back to Charlie Sloth, even though this ain't different now, the Sloth, Charlie Sloth, and probably Westwood. Yeah. These are the ones sort of like, they were the indicators in it. So yeah, I want to get into, first and foremost, you two have been a duo. I don't even know you man do your own thing.
Yeah, me and Ryder, we still work together.
But when you see NSE, you see Ryder. NSE and Ryder, these are a duo. How long have you man been... Tell me, go back to the start, yeah? First and foremost, how'd you get your names? Yeah? Let's ask that question first. Where do the names come from?
I've had my name for a very long time because obviously I go way back.
Yeah.
I started like early 90s.
Yeah. Was it one of your favourite films?
No, everyone says that. But, no, it's just something that because I was playing
Easy
garage,
Rider music.
yeah, and I just thought it sounded
nice.
kind of bubbly for the music that I was playing.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just stuck with it, to be fair.
It's always been good. It's one of them names. And NSE, what about yours?
I was on holiday in Napa, I think it was about the year 2000 and that, and I was with some boys from Camden and that, and they were going to me, what's your name and that, and I was going NSE, like, because it was just NS, N-I-S with an E, NSE, and then I was going, what kind of MC name's that, bruv? That's it, He's going, you can't have your normal name, you've got to have a tag name.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there for a bit, NSE, and then someone said NSE.
NSE.
Right, and then it just went from there, innit? And I've never actually created like because people are like, oh, what does the N and the S and the E stand for? And don't really stand for anything.
Yeah,
It can stand for whatever. It can stand for whatever you want. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just NSE, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that come from there, and obviously it's just stuck with me.
Yeah. So what about how long have you guys? Tell us how you come together music. I know you're more family for the music.
I think it's been well over 10 years, innit, Ryder?
Yeah,
I mean, it was mad.
Is it the Turkish Connect though?
Our paths always crossed, right? But what it was, is that the community is funny, innit? Yeah. So Ryder's obviously got Ryder's from Stokey, innit?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm from Tottenham.
Yeah.
So back then you had sort of maybe Extreme FM and that.
Yeah.
But obviously Ryder is cornerstone legend, innit? Foundation, because he come from Freak and that.
Yeah.
So to me, like I kind
Was
of
there problems in the day with the stations like that? Was it?
Nah, but Freak was around before Extreme.
Yeah.
So to me, I looked up to Ryder and his brother. They were like, do you know what I'm saying? Because obviously they're Turkish Cypriot, I'm Turkish Cypriot.
Yeah.
They're killing it at that time.
Yeah.
So I'm looking up to these man, innit? So anyway, our paths always crossed in that. But I remember a particular time, formally meeting Ryder outside the Touch Studio. I think it was Tango Rooms.
Yeah.
Shout out your brother. How mad is that? Eh? Shout out Dubs.
Shout out Dubs.
Yeah. And I think Ryder just finished the set, and we was just arriving. So he was downstairs. Obviously we was getting ready to go up. So I said to Ryder, I said, but you got a sick jacket in it? He was like, yeah, nice, nang in it, yeah.
Oh, it was the Avericks one, isn't it?
Yeah. What colour?
The white and blue one, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So
It's got to be early 2000s, yeah?
So
It's way back, yeah.
In my head, my first perception was ignorant in it, like in my head, did it? Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So that was our first, but as actually,
But hold that thought. Ryder is strong face, though, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
He's strong face. He's got a proper poker face. I love him, but he's, you know what I mean?
When you're first hand meeting him, your whole thing, you have to get to know Ryder.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Best.
Yeah. So obviously, boom.
I mean, my dad's the same, old school. So what? You know what I mean?
But it's obviously it's not a defense mechanism, like, but it's just obviously how man.
It's where we grew up, innit? It's the same.
That's
it's
right,
where we
I
grew
swear
up.
we was getting ready to have this conversation off air.
Yeah, it's like product of your environment, and we got told off earlier. And it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're a product of, you know.
Because sometimes my perspective is that sometimes when you're too smiley, people tend to think that maybe you're soft or.
Well, someone said to you the other day, you were saying earlier about you don't smile enough.
Yeah, it's not because I don't want to or I don't mean to.
You smile when you want to.
I smile when I want to.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Do you know
bar.
what I'm saying?
I smile when I want to.
And the elder schooled me on that when I was young, innit, because I must have been somewhere, and I'll go through this really quick, innit. I won't let it drag, but I was somewhere, and a neutral friend come, but my other friend, he didn't know this person, innit.
Yeah.
So he was like, cool, innit, yeah. But my other friend, he was a bit anti the whole time, yeah. So I went to him, what's wrong with you, yeah? And he was like, what, like? And then the other guy left, and he was like, I said, but you never smile, you're bare anti, and he's like, but I'm not friendly like that. Yeah. So it's like I've kind of always carried that with me, innit? But
could you walk around your ends as a kid smiling because you've been taken?
No,
it's
not really.
mad because you know what? Because same here, Hackney mutilated to Walthamstow, so I've gone through 3 big boroughs. Yeah, well, Walthamstow is one borough, them two, and I'm seeing like. Kindness, where we're from, your kindness will be taken for weakness.
Exactly
it's so sad.
Exactly.
Because I can remember going out to someone. My pal moved an hour away. I'm talking out in Cambridge, yeah. And like, this would happen in our end, yeah. The man had a Indian fella had a sweet shop, yeah, and the shutters were down. And I've come to this little village. I've gone, I want to get some bread. He went, go. He was talking to a geezer outside. He went, go under the shutters and get your bread. I've gone in there and I've gone London as a kid. I've gone, but I could just clear him out now. But he's given me trust to go. That would happen in London. Am I right? They used to make you queue up outside our shop. No one or two man. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's go into. We're going to get into the questions now because we find out where your names come from. Know how long you've been DJing. We're going to ask you a question, and 5 questions we do ask all our guests. So it's the same sort of question. What inspired you to pursue a career in music, and what has been your biggest challenges you face along the way? I want to hear Ryder first.
Go on.
Well, for me, obviously, when I was young, my older brother used to go to acid dances, like hard luck, late 80s. So obviously, I grew up listening to all that sort of music.
Yeah.
And obviously, growing up in Hackney and all that, I used to listen to stations like Defection, Weekend Rush, Cool FM. So when I used to listen to them, and I used to listen to the MCs, DJs, it was more, but there was quite a few stations then, but the main ones was like Cool Rush, Defection, and a lot of them were from My Manor, and a couple of my pals, they had decks. So obviously, when I watched them DJ and all that, I kind of like fell into it.
A little birdie told me you were an MC first.
Yeah, I tried it out. The little birdie was right. What's your MC name? But the little birdie was right. Yeah.
What's his MC name? Do we know?
He wouldn't know because he wouldn't know. But,
I wouldn't know.
When I was young, I went on a radio station. And I was MCing on a radio. This was before Freak. It was a station.
Is this before DJ?
This is kind of like before DJing.
Yeah.
Before DJing. I called myself Shocker. MC Shocker.
Yeah.
So I tried it out on the station for a little while, and it was all right. But I fell in love with the DJing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once I fell in love with the DJing, for me, it was no turning back.
That was it. And how long's that been now? Would you say?
This was like early 90s.
Wow.
I say when I left school, I was trying out the MCing for a little bit, and I even MC'd with a couple of big guys. Yeah, but people like Busy B, who else? The LSD. These were all old. These are big guys. They're from the, you know what I mean? They're from the area. So I tried it out for a little while, but I fell in love with the DJing. I fell in love with the DJing. Saw the turntables.
So what did you have first? Sound labs or techniques?
No, it was straight techniques.
Straight techniques.
So I was lucky that way to be fair.
Don't drive sound labs, but they were like.
I was lucky. I was lucky.
And then, because we could afford, we weren't privileged enough to have the techniques, I had to save up pure pocket money to get the techniques. Sound labs come out, then the belt drives, the direct drives. And then, so what's been your biggest challenge in, last part of that question?
The biggest challenge for me.
Challenges in this scene.
Challenges in this scene is obviously trying to build up your name, because obviously when you're building up your name, there's so much competition out there.
Yeah.
It's like a challenge. But I think the biggest one for me was getting on radio.
Yeah. You're Freak boy, innit?
Yeah. I was lucky as well, because I knew a few powers on Freak, so I kind of skipped the demo tape scenario. Yeah, I was very lucky that way. So big up DJ Blue, big up DJ
You just come straight on into
I kind of come straight on. Without them guys, I don't think I would have been on Freak.
Wow. And Freak in its day, because I remember it was Mission, Freak, Extreme, Shout Extreme, Deja. You had Delight
Deja.
South, you had the South ones.
Yeah, Delight, South,
Delight. But for me, Flavour was coming out. They were sort of the build off these stations. But Freak and Mission were like, Freak was like, you couldn't get on there, could you? You couldn't.
Freak,
it was sold up.
Freak, unless you was unless you knew them, or you was talented. Yeah. To be fair, Freak had mad talent on that station. Yeah. They had mad talent on that station. So it wasn't.
What time was your show?
Well, I first started off on Graveyard. Obviously, I was doing.
Work your way up, innit? Work your way up.
I was doing 4 till 6 in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, religiously. Yeah. And then it went up to 2 till 4. And then after a little while, I got in there with the management and all that. I became, what would you say, like part of the furniture. Yeah. Yeah.
That's part of your growth, isn't it? Everyone starting out, so you have to do
when
it.
You've got people like EZ.
Playing on there.
playing on there.
What's he, Saturdays? Saturdays was...
EZ had a couple of shows. He used to do Sunday afternoons 2 till 4.
Yeah.
He used to do Freak in the Week. He used to do, sometimes he used to do Monday to Fridays. Then...
Is he a local boy, is it?
EZ Tottenham.
Tottenham
London,
boy, yeah?
Come on.
So just EZ actually was the one that gave me my first primetime show on there.
Yeah.
So big up EZ.
Shout EZ, man. I don't think there's certain entities in our game.
Got to big up the management as well. Ramrod.
Yeah.
Hooligan 69.
I worked in his yard, didn't he? Let me tell you. He shouted you out. Yeah, he worked in one in Arsenal football ground, Emirates, and they come in, he was like, man, come out looking like, I've never met him before. Man, like Pablo Escobar, bro, man, cold back. He had tracksuit bottoms on with a shirt and flip-flop, but he still looked cool.
Yeah.
Shirt tucked in his tracksuit bottoms, bro, yeah.
Julio.
And Julio. Yeah, he was sick, bro. So let me go back to that question again. So, what inspired you to pursue a career in music, and what has been some of your biggest challenges you faced along the way? First one.
For me, I was around it from quite an early age because I used to go to a youth organisation. It was called TYA. It was Turkish Youth Association, but all cultures were welcomed in that, which obviously there was many different cultures there. But for me...
Was it in Tottenham?
This was in Haringey originally.
Haringey, yeah. And
it was at their workshops there that I'd see DJs like Mixmaster Max, who come second in the DMC Mixmaster Championship. I think he was like first...
He's still about.
He's still about, but obviously, like, you know...
Globally.
People prioritise family and, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking then, like, he was the guy in it. Like, he was the guy that he taught Ramsey, and then Ramsey taught Fen. Do you know what I'm saying? So, obviously, at that workshop, I'd see people like Max and Ramsey and Fen, and then other people like Wallace...
Yeah.
Right, and these people, they were like, obviously, these are about the time when London Underground was running.
Yeah.
So they'd be walking around in their London Underground bomber jackets and that. So I'd first say seeing them and hearing the type of music they were playing was what kind of got me going. But I would say for MCing and what inspired me to want to be an MC was Hyper D.
Yeah, Hyper D.
Like, God rest his soul. Hearing Hyper D for the first time on a tape and that, yeah.
Hold up. Just when me jump and sway, move your body. So that's the way. He's probably one person I wish I got to meet. Do you know what I mean?
You know what, bro? I'll be honest with you. I never got to see him live.
Tape decks.
I just tapes.
Yeah.
Right. My friend TJ, pick up TJ every time. Right. He was on it from early, and he's a recording engineer now. He works with Pioneer and that. But he was just he was one of them guys that if a speaker was broke, he'd fix it.
Yeah.
If a tape broke, he'd fix it. Do you know what I'm saying? Probably Guyver was probably doing that shit as well. Then, do you know what I'm saying? Like, man will just naturally, just like, you know. Like,
broken could see it,
you know, if someone's speaker broke, they'd throw it out or something. Yeah. He'd open it up and fix it. Do you know? So anyway, he was the one that kind of like, he had all the tapes and that, and I can't remember where we got them from. But anyway, we'd listen to like Hyper, Skibber, Navigator, Fearless, Shocking, and obviously, and these man would kind of
Shabba was a
Shabba. Sorry, my bad. Shabba, man. Shabba. Do you know what I'm saying? Pure greatness. And it was that, and obviously Cool School. Like, man started getting Cool School and that, and obviously raving to Jungle. But it was that hand in hand that kind of said, right, do you know what? I want to start MCing. And that's what I did. And started MCing. And this was about the time where Jungle was it was popping. Yeah.
So it's called Jungle,
right?
yeah?
And then, And then,
best era.
And then Garage come after, innit? Right? But in Garage, you're not getting a look in. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's already set in it. Do you know? So I started doing that.
Let's come to your next question, your challenges now. So you're going on to you were just saying...
Getting bookings.
Yeah. Challenge.
Getting on radio.
So let's be real.
Getting on radio and getting bookings.
You man, I know, because you man educated me about the scene, yeah? Because these man put me about and showed me how to be doing. But you got to put the work rate in first, am I right?
100%.
So going out doing free, spending your money getting there. But when you get to a point now, where's that point? I'm going to go there. Where's that point where your challenge is like, you start going, no, I'm not going out unless I'm getting paid?
That stopped for me a long time ago.
Yeah? Ryder?
Yeah. A long time ago.
Is it knowing your worth at that point? Like, is it?
Well, like, you know...
That's a challenge itself, isn't it?
Because the thing is, if you don't set a boundary, right, of your value, then no one else will.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's self-worth, first of all. And Ryder,
Yeah, but you got to get to self-worth.
Ryder's kind of always said to me, like, always, like, been the first one to say, like...
What's the money?
Do you know what I mean?
You know your worth.
Like, sometimes I used to say to him, like, bruv, just stop moaning on him. Like, nah, but I get it now.
You man, treat like a job. Treat like a job.
If you label yourself at that, you'll always be like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
When does that new artist take that transition? When does they get to a point where, like, I feel I'm there now. You know, I've been like, you know, kind of around you guys.
When you're there, you know.
You know, I feel I've got there now. But before I had to be there. I had to be in the mix of it all to prove my worth. Am I right?
Yeah.
Prove your worth.
100%.
I remember Uno, we've done a show, I remember talking to Uno, like, and it was one of your shows, we went and...
Pyro.
Yeah. And he said something to me in the car when we were driving there, he goes, I just put myself in every rave and touched the mic, and that was it. So you have got to put your groundwork in.
Yeah.
So,
it is, I mean, obviously, look, it's quite easy to say, yeah, you'll go to a rave and pick up mic and this and that, right? But we're talking about when you're first coming out, right? I'm talking about, like, you ain't even gone on radio yet, right?
Yeah.
So you've just been a bedroom MC or a bedroom DJ, whatever. You've been doing it at home with your mates and whatever. So now you're trying to you're trying to get on radio now, right? And you're getting knocked back. And obviously Ryder was quite fortunate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Did you have it hard trying to get on the radio?
Oh, mate, what a struggle. Yeah, because I was trying to giving tapes to Passion and obviously it just weren't happening. Months were going past. I'm saying, hey man, listen to the tape. Like, was just getting parked. Do you know what I'm saying? So
and it's a who you know business as well.
It is always that. Always that.
It's been who you know.
Always that.
But
so
you got to be on personal terms to know who you know.
The industry can be kind of, what should I say, rat racy. There's a lot of...
But there's a reason for that.
There's a bit of rat racy in...
It's obviously there's timing, right? Because maybe you weren't ready for that then. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So... But when things start to happen, you're ready for it now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You ever heard that saying where they said there's many ways to skin a cat?
Yeah.
Right? Do you know what I'm saying?
So right.
So
my uncle used that R.I.P. Mervyn, like big one.
And obviously, if you put the work in, and in the beginning it starts off as a bit of fun. And it, you know, if you like how we are, we got a different passion in it.
I know, of course.
Like, so for me, I always did it because I did it for the love. I never did it for money.
But it feel good as well.
Like, yeah, that, you know, and it's just, I can't explain it to you, innit, yeah? When you're of a young age, right, it's just like, and you're collecting flyers and tapes and you're listening to the radio and it's like, you just, you want to be there, innit? You want to be one of the, do you know what I'm saying?
It's nothing better than listening to yourself back.
You want to be one of the elite MCs or the elite DJs, do you know? Like, but you will get there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Because the show you done 10 years ago, the show you're doing now, let's be real, that show, even though you're saying you're bad then, you're bad at the time, but you show it 10 years on, you're going to be in another
You've
role.
advanced.
You're going to be advanced. I always say this saying, yeah, and I remember a kid when I was coaching, right, he couldn't do one kick-up, and I said to him, do a kick-up every day for the next year. This man could double foot, do 250 now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he kept on doing that. Just go to the next question. That was nice. The way you boys answered that was lovely. How do you approach the creative process when writing or recording new music or DJing or choosing music, and some of the key influences that shape your sound and style?
Me personally, I've never been a writer to like sit down and write. You know what I'm saying?
I've said to you this before. You
I freestyle a lot.
Yeah.
Or I'll put it in my phone.
But you can record that all the time.
Yeah. More so what I've done over the years, yeah, to better myself. I've listened back to shows. And I'll listen, man. I keep doing it. I still do it now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't change. Like, I still now. The same work that I put in now is the same work that I put in from the beginning.
Yeah. How can you?
Do you know what I mean?
How can you evolve if you don't listen to yourself?
I don't feel like,
you listen to yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't feel like, no, that's it. No, the work is never finished. Do you know what I'm saying? You can always make yourself better.
No,
so I even now to this day, I listen to live sets of when I've had a booking outside or radio, whatever.
You got
and I just listen back and I say, right, yeah, that sounds good. But do you know what I'm saying? We keep on going over that. But for me to get in that zone, obviously, like I need to be on my own first of all. Do you know what I'm saying? And in comfortable surroundings. And sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes I even meditate, bro, before I do shit like that. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And that means...
You still get the same adrenaline when going to shows? And all that? Yeah.
Always.
Because you're one bad tune, one skid, or one bad lyric of your career being tarnished.
Definitely,
in a way.
definitely.
So you can't. It's like you said. For me. It's. Like my missus would say, you can, when leading today's podcast, like his business, I'm all over the place. Like, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. But afterwards, I say, you get Ben. Ben's got to deal with this. And they need to understand that we go into this with all this adrenaline and all this anxiousness.
It's like, if I'm going to a booking, and depending on what event it is and what sort of crowd, because I've never been one of them DJs that plans my set. A lot of people plan their set. I just kind of freestyle it in my own head. I think I'm playing at this booking. Yeah. It's over 35s or whatever, so they want back to 95 sort of garage. Okay. Or if it's a younger crowd, say like for instance like a Garage Nation sort of type of crowd, you got to play that more. Yeah. Commercially, I wouldn't say, people call it cheese garage now. So I always kind of follow the crowd, but I've always been kind of good at doing
That's quite good, you know, because so then you've got,
because I kind of know what to play.
So you've got a bulk of tunes that you can at any time change the direction.
Exactly, yeah.
That's really good. That's really smart. I never thought of that. That's really smart.
It's like when I go and play Dan Jolly's rave, when I play for Dan Jolly or something, when we went to the Roof Terrace. Do you remember the Roof Terrace?
Yeah.
What we done to the Roof Terrace?
I know, sorry.
There's people sitting down.
Yeah.
And I said to Ennis, bruv, look at these people sitting down. Let's get these people up, mate.
We need to get them up.
That's why you two work great together, because it's not just the music, it's about influencing the crowd.
What it is, right, I'll tell you the reason why me and Ryder work so well together is because obviously...
Telepathy.
It's that, right, and it's because we did so many radio shows together,
we did.
Right, so we kind of gelled. Do you know, like he started to kind of like, and that's what it is. Obviously, naturally, when you work, you get better and better as a team, innit? Yeah, because he'll start, you know, doing little like chopping me up and that. He knows my lyrics, and I know his style, right? But it's not just that. When you spend time outside of the music together, we eat food together. Do you know what I'm saying? No homo, sleep together. Do you know what I'm saying? You sit down, many a times I would go to bookings and I come back to Riders and got a zoo, and we'd be there on the sofa having a tea and that, and burning the zoo and reflecting on the night. Do you know what I'm saying? Right, and just spending more time together outside of music kind of makes that bond in it. Like, and then when you work together, it kind of like it just
you are. Do you know what I must say?
You're comfortable in a different kind of. And I can't. If you don't get it, if people don't understand it, they won't get it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that is the secret behind how it works so well. Is because we know each other. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about, bruv. It's like you see like certain crews and that have been together for years, like, and they work so well. It's because they're not just making music together, or they're not just doing they're together outside of music.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Understanding each other.
Exactly that, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, it's a family. Brothers, you know? So
see, sometimes like I've been in positions where if you've not got that connection outside of music, to me that won't work as much.
No,
if you're just going there to meet to do a set and all the time, you know, if you're not eating at my family's table, then how are you going to understand someone even more? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think that's what makes the difference, and that's how we gel together, and that's what makes it work so well.
Yeah,
you know that, and
you man on fire today, innit? That man have got lyrics for days. So next question: what are some of your biggest musical influences, and how they shaped your own music over the years?
UK or just in general?
I think
American.
Because I love my American rap.
Yeah, but I think we all love the American rap, obviously. Yeah. Coming with the obvious straight away, Tupac, artists like Tupac, Biggie. I'm gonna go for artists that people hasn't even mentioned. Yeah, Big L, right?
Pop,
rest in
Pop,
peace.
Big L.
Big Pun.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Big L was, for me, was the one who shaped them, man.
Yeah,
I think Big L shaped Biggie, and then Big Pun was like in that era of Biggie. Do you understand?
I think L was there before him, innit? So, but he was just so.
You agree, Kyver?
He was just so raw. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think artists like, I'm gonna say artists that I ain't even heard man mention. Sticky Fingers.
Yes.
Yeah. Onyx.
Yeah.
Like Wu-Tang. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
obviously,
Nas. ODB in it.
ODB.
It's my favourite rapper.
The whole Wu-Tang thing is just so creative. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Method Man and all of that. Do you know?
Face Killer. They all sick.
Like, so, but in the UK, bro, because let's talk about UK artists that kind of shaped our scene before we come and before
that's where I want to go.
All of this drill and this new stuff that's here now. Before that, there was people like Skinny Man and Black Twine.
Skinny Man.
He's still about Skinny Man.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, man. I'm watching his own podcast and that. His thing, man. Do you know what? He tried to get an album. You know his album, A Council State of Mind. I think that's what. Don't quote me on that. But that EP he dropped
It was.
You can't get it. It's like I tried to get it from one of my friends from the musical outlet. It was so rare that Skinny Man. I would love like one of them albums, because that album was groundbreaking and that. The same for you, Ryder.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same as what Ennis was saying. Still, to be fair,
Black Twang, Kalashnikov.
Yeah.
Let's go DJ.
Roots Maneuver.
Let's go house DJ, garage MCs, or go jungle DJ, jungle MC
DJs
first.
Shabba.
Shabba's my bedroom,
Shabba
isn't it?
Skibber. All day.
Shabba Skibber,
Nicky
RIP
Black
Skibber.
Market.
Black Market.
There's for me, there's a list of them.
All right.
Nicky Black Market.
Funky Flirt, come on. Let's go garage.
Garage, for me, obviously EZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, growing up, obviously been around him as well. Ramsey and Fenn. There's a Carl Tough Enough Brown.
But who's blown your mind every time you go, yeah, man, these man. I'm a fan.
They kind of all do.
I'm not a friend, I'm a fan and a friend. Do you know what I mean?
Jason K.
God rest his
soul, man. Like, send out a big up to his family.
He wasn't just garage. He was top buzz.
Top buzz, yeah.
So, but to me, a lot of them, I kind of idolise a lot of them. House, Dennis Ferrer, one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Dennis Ferrer.
MK. We're going well over there now.
That's good.
I could be all day talking about them.
All right. So let's move on to the next one. Yeah. What we in 1, 2. So we're in here yet.
I'll tell you what though. Shout out Pioneer.
Pioneer, come on.
I've known Pioneer for a long time. Shout out Super D as well.
Super D, come on, Super.
Them lot now, they're flying. They're flying.
Differently.
Piano sound like that.
Man.
So
I like that sound. You know. Like me.
I've known them for a long time.
They are. I don't really think it's
not worth it.
Not that it's not worth it. I just feel like there's MC music, and then there's obviously.
Tell me about that. So you're a host MC, yeah? I'll sound more of an MC, yeah? Right? Learn to host. I've learned a lot of values from you, yeah? The house has the host, not the lyrics. Is that right?
But now it's becoming...
Didn't I give you your first booking, Benny?
You did.
Was I mistaken?
You did. You one of my first Crandall.
Was it
Crandall, one of your ones, your Candy Rain, yeah?
No. Wasn't it my birthday when I first...
oh, fuck.
You came to my birthday.
Yeah, I remember that because you knew. Shout out.
I thought I slipped that in there, you know?
Yeah,
Sun City.
DJ Lala, come on.
No. Wasn't it Gems?
Gems. I'm laughing like you, Lala, there as well because that North London sort of sound and that.
That's where I first met you, anyway.
But yeah, man. So where was we?
Was talking about artists.
Yeah, that's right. That's not flower.
So yeah, keep it moving. Yeah. So what advice would you give an aspiring musician who has just started out, and what to do and think are the key skills and quality they need to be a success in the music industry today? So if you're starting out, you know we're big, but what's the train journey you've been on?
Just keep working at your craft. Yeah, never
don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, don't sell yourself short. Keep working at your craft. Never give up. And just always have faith in yourself because you can do it.
I think perseverance, hard work, determination, character, and just that drive.
What about getting on with everyone?
Yeah, that's hard, innit? That's something that you're not always gonna
happen.
Yeah, I mean,
but you can't be burning bridges because it can mess you up.
Yeah,
it's. See what this is? We're going back to like all about where we've come from. Yeah. Like so, where we've come from. What shaped us as people, innit? Yeah. So obviously, like when I was talking about the smiley thing, yeah. So getting past that now, yeah. It's like don't mean be like you need to be bad with everyone. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're not always going to get along with people if you're trying to bad people up, innit? If you're having an attitude, right? So But this is where you need to have people skills in it.
Yeah.
Like, you need to know how to deal with people. Do you know what I'm
Do you
saying?
think doing your other side job, what you do, are you making, you do a thing, does that help with all the customers you deal with? You know
Well, yeah.
Of course it does, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's all a part. It's all a part of growing as a person, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what you'll learn in life, is that if you got that bad attitude, right, you ain't always gonna be able to get past a certain point. Do you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just need to know how to deal with people, innit, and play the game. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. Like, it's as simple as that, innit? Like, we're all clever, innit? Everyone's got a brain, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Like, if you're starting out now, you just dropped in the game, and the DJ sends you something on MC goes, say they just started out, they left the bedroom, they've got a radio set, yeah? What would you say you'd add to the next part of their journey? Just try and get on bookings, try and get their name out there.
Well,
freebies, how does the freebies go for? They've got to go for a little while, wouldn't it?
It goes, like I said before, for as long as you let people get away with it, or for as long as you reach a certain point where now, when you're asking, when people are saying to you, how much do you charge or how much do you want? And when you're demanding that money, it's making sense because of what you've done. Yeah, see, I've done certain things that are on my CV that makes sense. When I say to a person, I charge this much.
I hold that thought. But if that person who's just come in the game knows his worth, knows he's going to be the best,
right, so,
or she or he knows going to be the best.
What? My best advice here is do your own thing. Yeah. Right? Don't wait for anyone.
Would it be arrogant if you went, no, I'm on 150 for my first set? And go, hang on, you ain't. Yeah,
that is a bit. That is a bit.
But in today's, like today's time, you get a lot of promoters say, "Well, how many tickets can you sell?
I know.
How many people can you bring?"
It's a numbers game, but it's always been like that. It's always been like that.
It's
because you know what it is.
Changing. It's back in the days.
Again, Ryder, it's about people bringing stuff to the table, innit? Yeah. No one's going to use you if you're not useful. As horrible as it sounds, Morrison's got a tune in it, yeah. If you're not useful, man only get used because they're useful, yeah. Right, and that is the truth of it, yeah. And it's not it's a user thing, or it's just it's intelligence, right? If people are going to use you, if you're useful, if you're in demand, if you're bringing something to the table, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So to anyone that's trying to bust in the thing, my advice to them would be to do your own thing, because anyone that I've seen, fine example, Hot Stepper. Yeah. He's struggling to get on bills in the beginning. What did he do? He started doing his own thing. Yeah. He killed it. Yeah. He killed it. His raves were the most busiest raves of the time.
No way.
Right. His raves were so busy that Choice FM said, right, we need this guy on it. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And so that's how you knock down doors. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how you knock down doors.
That's for the table, innit? Yeah. That collab, innit? Like,
you do your own thing, man.
People don't invest unless they're investable. Think about it, yeah? Hold this, sorry to say that, yeah? But I like what the jungle scene have done. Drum and bass, call it, liquid drums, whatever you want to call it, yeah. That they've still got the forefathers, yeah, the people that are there, but they've got the youngsters there, yeah. So how's the youngsters going to build a fan base unless they're with these guys here that are going to play underneath them and they're going to go, actually, I do like that DJ new guy on the scene. Do you know what I mean? And he goes around with them to different events. He may be getting paid £50, they're getting paid £500, £1,000, whatever, yeah. But they're still bringing him through. Do you know what I'm saying? And he gets to a point where he's learning his craft, but sometimes I feel they're about not giving the up-and-comers, no clout, using them to sell tickets and then getting a freebie. When did that game change? Why did the game change like that? Why the promoter not saying, right, do you know what, I all know your worth, everyone's got a price here, but there's a ladder of prices, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Ryder, NSE have been in the game 20 years. Benny's been in the game 10 years. You man been in the game 2 years, yeah? It's like working it. You go up the ladder, you become a master of what you do.
I kind of, for me, it's been a hot minute since I've kind of been on that frame. Do you know what I'm saying?
But we love what we do.
Where I'd have to say to someone, look, man, I can sell 50 tickets for you, man. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that stopped a long time for me.
Very long time.
But can I just say this, yeah? It's very hard to sell people, especially in the hood we come from, because a lot of them want freebies. They want to come.
Of course they do.
They want to come and be on the rave for free.
Of course they do.
And be on guest lists. Do you know what I mean? Not like, yo, how much that rave you doing? This is why I'm scared to put on a rave, yeah? Because I know how much of the man in my love in the hood that want to come and pay money. Yeah, and I know a lot of DJs I'm going to let down, even though I know you man are going to be in it first with your brothers, yeah. But them DJs I still like, there ain't going to be enough slots, so I feel like there's people I'm going to let down as well, because you can't keep everyone happy.
Yeah, but you're always going to have that problem. I mean, I kind of hit that head on from the start.
We've done it when we was doing events.
When I was doing parties, it was always hard trying to book everyone. You know, so it's like you want to book everyone. There's so many talented DJs, you know. But yeah, I think for me, the most time where I had a lot of DJs on the bill was obviously when I first started doing my own parties in Baraka, and then it changed to Cheeky Monkeys. I used to do it every Friday. I think every Friday and Saturday, and I had DJs on rotation from the station that I was on as well, Touch FM, innit, right? So then I kind of like, I had a lot of DJs involved, and I was trying to create platforms, you know, so, but at that time,
did you get burned?
I weren't in a position where I could really help, but I was trying to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I even remember, man, he come down a few times to the venue. You know what I'm saying?
Your family.
Obviously, there was times when there was Fridays and Saturdays where it was busy, and then there was times when it weren't. You know, but we was trying. Do you know what I'm saying? And we weren't just trying to help ourselves. We was trying to help everyone, man. Like, you know, and obviously the thing is that what you'll find along the way of the journey is that not everyone's like that, innit? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are for themselves. Yeah.
You got to find that out for yourself, innit?
Yeah, you do.
Because at the end of the day, if you dangle,
that's why I'm very particular with how I share out my time and energy.
Yeah, no, I know that.
I've got burnt.
Shake my hand on that.
You know what I'm saying?
Shake my hand on that, like, shake my hand. Even though we're a week late, Guyver.
Yeah, apologies, Guyver, again, man.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's been lit.
But secondly, your events, Candy Rain, yeah, is it coming back?
Yeah, we're bringing it back. We're having
I'm going for the C and the K, though.
Well, you know what? It's like you mind read me, because I was just about to say that we're having a minor disagreement with the C and the K, right? Yeah. Obviously, Ryder don't like the K, right? Now, what it was,
to be fair, it's kind of growing on me now. It is kind of growing on me.
I kind of like, look...
right, let me hear your views on the C, and what are your views on the C?
I felt like it, sorry, Ryder, I just felt like it needed a revamp. Yeah. Yeah, and, you know... yeah, and obviously I tried it with the K, and I felt like it looked good.
But the only thing I will say, if someone goes to type in your rave, they're not going to spell it with a K straight away, unless you make it a K. So automatically, you're going to put a C in. That's how I think Candy should always... That's my personal preference. Yeah. Yourself?
Well, like I said, it's kind of growing on me now, isn't it? But it's something that we have to sit and...
Are we going to have a rave by the end of the year next year?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Christmas?
Yeah, maybe before then. Maybe before then.
Yeah?
Maybe before then.
Yeah, you put Benny Down the Fly Gang on, yeah?
Yeah, of course. We're just in at the moment.
I've got last two things I want to do. Just stay there 2 seconds.
We're just in between throwing some ideas together, in it. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, it's in the pipeline. It's in the pipeline.
Obviously, the music is just it's changing so quick.
Well, last part of the show.
And we're just trying to find where we're going to fit in with what's going on in it.
How long we got, Guy? 10 minutes, yeah? So we're going to do... Obviously, we want to pick up all your socials and what's going on, yeah? So I want you to do... Let's do 2 each, yeah? Pick 2. Do 1 at a time, yeah? They're only like yes-no questions sort of thing, like lemonade or Coca-Cola, yeah? Don't read them out, yeah? All right? Who was going first? Good. I want to hear your one.
Oh, that's a good one, man.
Can I see the question first? Can I see it?
Right, if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Oh.
That's not for the camera.
For 5 minutes.
This one is it.
I'll fly. I'll fly.
Cinema or Netflix? Netflix,
no. It's took me out of it. They reckon cinema are dying, do you know that? They reckon cinema... My little boy's gone to watch the new Spider-Man today. Man, like, it's like £50 to go to the cinema now. That's popcorn, £18 for him.
It's nice.
Wow. Why you get Netflix for what he pays a month? You know what I mean? Next question. Neither one's like, I don't want to have a guest have them again. Oh, we got 2. You picked one. Yeah, mate.
That's no one, mate.
We would take a lot. This one.
Oh, mate, what a run on. McDonald's or KFC?
Oh, my God.
I'm going to be a wrong and say McDonald's.
McDonald's. What would you go for? What's your thing? I'm a Big Mac guy, you know.
Yeah, same, but I love a Big Mac. I love a Big Mac.
Biggie or Tupac?
Oh.
Ouch.
Glad I didn't get that one.
Ouch. You got to live by this for the rest of your life.
No, I'll be honest with you. I like them both, but I favour Biggie.
I'm a Biggie man. I'm a Biggie man. When he says, I told one of his skits were, the girl was so fit, I'd leave her on her daddy's. And I was like, that was a skit from him in the hood, Gangs of Hood. You can ask that question. I mean, you're Biggie.
I've always been a Tupac guy, innit? Yeah, because...
I mean, he was an influencer when he remember he played with Black Panthers and he had a lot to say and he... You know, it's sad.
For what he stood for, and you know what? It weren't just the rapping for me with Tupac. He was the real super talent, bro.
Yeah.
The guy could rap. He could poet.
He had a poetry book out when he was 15.
And he was an actor. He was an actor. He's seen all these films. I've watched all these films, innit? Yeah, everyone in the room watched these films. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Above the rim?
Like,
Too much of a day. All right, one more question.
Juice.
Yeah,
Juice.
come on.
Juice.
And Poetic Justice.
Oh, but Juice was sick. You remember going to watch him now?
One of my favourites, man.
And gang related.
Gang related. Well, do you know what was one of the biggest films, yeah? Belly. Remember Belly?
Belly was one of my favourites.
DMX, Nas. That was sick, bro. I'm going to go and watch that later.
Coffee or tea, I say tea.
What, a Turkish man saying tea?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, what is it?
I thought you were Turkish coffee, man. They're the best, isn't they?
Nah,
I'd pick English tea or Turkish
English tea, yeah,
Easy
man.
tips.
Yorkshire,
technically,
yeah.
Marvel or DC? This is a mad thing, though. This
Marvel
is mad.
all day long, bro.
Marvel all day long, but I'm a Superman, brother.
Yeah, I know.
DC's a bad one.
I know.
So
Batman's DC as well, isn't it?
It's Marvel, isn't it? Obviously, but
Marvel. I'm the same. I say Superman.
I'm getting stitched up here.
One more. I've got
You're
this is
choosing
good.
them, cuz.
One more.
Stitching
This is
myself
good.
up.
Did you actually pick one?
Yeah, he done Marvel or
Just pick one,
DC.
Did you say Marvel or DC?
Yeah, Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah, that's the last two.
Book or magazine? Book. All day long.
Favourite
man.
book?
What's your favourite book? And why?
Right, you know what?
I'm just saying name. My
Master Man.
favourite book is this.
Yeah, I know.
What's so good about it?
Which book?
Nah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, yeah. Right, I read the Casino book.
Yeah.
Because obviously you know
Casino
most
the film?
Yeah, you know most films.
Yeah, come from a
there's
book.
a book in it first,
Yeah.
innit? And then they make the film.
You read? Yeah.
Yeah, I read the book in it,
Good.
and the book is just so much more detailed.
Okay.
Right, because remember, in a film, they've only got so much they
I've
can
got hour and a
fit
half in it.
Do you know? So
Yeah.
when you read the book, yeah, you're just like, no, wow, really? Yeah. So Casino was one of my favourite, and then I think the Godfather book.
Yeah.
But it had me.
Yeah.
Because again, just the detailing that they miss in the films, you know, do you just get that? But you get more of that in a book, innit? That's why they say that reading is...
Yeah, no, it's stimulant.
you know,
It is
so-
definitely. What's the last question?
Dog or cat? Dog, innit?
Dog. So look, I said I went to Turkey with Turbo, yeah? But your dogs live on the streets, bruv. They were,
Yeah.
Stray
man,
dogs.
feeding them like they were kings.
Yeah.
Everyone else, I want to be him.
They live good, man.
I know, he was living, it was like, I will get him in a minute, yeah, but he was like the mountain dog, you know the big one?
Yeah.
It was lovely, but he was laying in the middle of the floor, man, just coming through. All right, listen, that's been a great interview. I think it's been my favourite. I mean, this is the first series. We're going to say first series is done. So we say the best to last. I'm not taking anything away from the other guests because you have been sublime. You've been. Thank you for your
And
time.
I've watched all of the No Hold Bars podcast.
You're welcome. Going somewhere.
Yeah,
thank you.
Definitely.
You're taking time.
Definitely. I think
Cancel out the alcohol this time. I think it's better, Guyver.
The whole package.
Alcohol.
The whole package, man. Everything that you're delivering.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
No, because I want the people that I love and the people that have come on the shows up to now and you guys, people that I respect and just not know the brand, not just know NSE, not just know Easy Ride, know what your favourite colour, what a little bit more behind you. And to me,
about the person.
Because I think that's what you guys deserve.
Yeah.
And I think to get underlined in our scene, there's not a lot of people giving that behind the scene look. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Shout your Instas, shout your Facebooks, what's going on for the future.
Legendary _ NSC.
I see you changed that recently, and I like the legendary.
Legendary,
like
it's
that.
been like that for the last couple of years.
Yeah,
right?
hasn't it?
And I remember when I changed it, and Ryder.
Were you having a legendary moment?
I was, yeah.
What did you
Right, first one to call me, innit? Yeah.
might have done.
Always in it. Always in it. What's all this legendary business about? Yeah. I said, what do you mean, Ryder?
It's got to be legendary Ryder there.
I said, listen, Ryder, if man could call themselves the Godfather and the Mayor, and this one and that one, I could call myself the you know what I'm saying?
Going back to where you were earlier, it's because you know your worth now, isn't it?
I am. Do you know why, though? Because there's not enough time for me to break it down to you, yeah? But I felt like, you know what, I sat there and I had an epiphany, yeah? And I felt like, you know what, like, I created platforms, bruv, like on stations, like I done shows on Rinse and Brang, a bag of MCs and Pyro and Represent, and I was doing it at a time when Garage weren't getting love. So I brang on MCs, and then they started getting work after I platformed it. So I think
you were one of the first to do Pyros, and then everyone's did that.
Yeah, well, do you know what? I'll be honest with you, there was someone else doing it before me, but I felt like he was kind of making it about him. So then I did it and made it about everyone. Yeah, so that's what separates me from him. And obviously, I just felt like I earned that name. Like, I put that work in, do you know what I'm saying? And obviously anyone that don't, some people might not agree, some, you know, like some people some people don't. Some people drink tea, some people drink coffee.
No, I think like you said, bruv, it's knowing your worth, innit? Because you get to the stage with your NSE, no, I'm mentioning NSE now, I know my worth. And Ryder, socials?
Socials, Instagram, DJ Ryder Official, Facebook, Aaron Ryder. I've had to do a new Facebook, so you'll probably see 2.
And we've also, it's Candy
Rain.
Yeah, Candy Rain's coming back. We're going to bring back Lovers of House.
Plug
the Instagram page, Ryder, man.
The Candy Rain Official Instagram page. My Snapchat DJs Ryder, my Twitter.
Yeah, get on him back, bruv.
Official. They're all
he's back, you know. He's been on a vacation, but he's back now. And shout the Turkish thing, bruv. Your culture.
Oh yeah, Midsummer Ball.
2nd of July. I think it's Sunday.
Yeah, where is it? What's going on? Tickets been sold.
Yeah, Enfield.
I'm gonna come along there. I get told I look like a Turk anyway.
Yeah, no, listen.
Shout out Jay Jr.
You're welcome to come. Do you know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. It's everyone's welcome, innit? Yeah, everyone's welcome. Like everyone's welcome. Every culture's welcome. But obviously, like it's basically the organisation. They're trying to like bring the community that's in London together. Yeah,
that's good.
Like, you know, so yeah.
What else coming up? Last thing. What else is coming up?
You know what? There's loads coming up, man. You just got to follow us on the show.
Best thing to do.
We're out every weekend. You know, all the big festivals.
What about for bookings information?
Four Corners, Soul Sessions Festival.
Like, you want to get your booking information? Is there emails on your teams?
Emails, just hit me up on Insta.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah, you got to have these men on your radar. They will sell out your event. They're man will. The crowd pleasers. But one of the baddest DJs, one of the baddest host MCs in the game. These men own their right. Let me give them a round of applause. Easy Ryder and the legendary NSE. Thank you, man. It's a
pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Big up Benny, man. Big up the team, man.
Love.
Thank you, brother.
Love Ryder.
And if you watch the interview podcast, then you know how we put it together.
Journey out of my mind. You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body.
Right now, tunes to lift your spirit, tunes to lift your mood.
Only you feel my body.
I got my dancing slides on today in it, Turbo. Relaxation.
And I really make you free up your mind. Say your body talk to me nice. Say now my love you didn't need for your life. Yeah, our love no be like. Say every day together, yeah, day and night. Yeah, if I leave you body, yeah, if you leave I go body. Your body, baby. Loving your body, baby, as you're whining your body.
I would like to thank everyone that's taken time out to watch the podcast. Please keep on supporting the No Hold Bars, yeah? And again,
you don't need no other body. You don't need no other body.
We got all the DJs, producers, hosts, MCs, promoters. Shout out to everyone putting the work in.
Only you feel my body. You don't need no other body.
And Ryder's got bits and pieces going on, you know. Trust me, watch the collection.
I just wanna get you beside. Give me all you need. Give me all you need. Give me all you. Give me all you